What's going on, guys? Today I'll be doing a review of the Heavy Hitters Deluxe boxing gloves, so stay tuned.
Uber up the styles like miles and shit, like 60s funky worms with waves and perms, just sending junkie.
All right, I got these Heavy Hitter Deluxe boxing gloves to kind of give you guys a good close-up look of these before the review. As you can see here, I got this in the navy blue and orange. It has a matte leather. It's a full leather constructed glove, and a really nice looking glove. You can see it says HH Deluxe Gear. HHDG, I believe, is the model designation. Number one hitter that's embroidered on the grip bar. On there, you can see that it has that metallic silver on the inside of the thumb, navy blue and orange. And the actual gloves themselves come nicely packaged in this really cool Heavy Hitters. It's kind of like a shoebox. Almost reminds me of some Chuck Taylor shoebox. 16 ounces, has the designation in there. Then it also comes with these cotton carrying cases. Kind of unique. It comes with one carrying bag per glove, so each glove goes in their own carrying bag. Again, just a little extras that you get with these gloves. And let's check out how much these weigh. So put them on the scale and let's weigh these. So, and they come in right at 15.9, so right on the mark. These are 16-ounce gloves, at least they're advertised at 16 ounces, which I purchased them at. Let me put the other one on. Right at 16 ounces. So obviously 16 ounces is the same as 1 pound. So gloves weight-wise are on point. That's good to see. What's up, guys? Carlo here, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the Heavy Hitters Deluxe boxing gloves. I'd like to say thank you to my friends over at Heavy Hitters for sending me these gloves to try and do a review on. And you can see I got mine in the very attractive navy blue, orange, silver, and a little bit of white color scheme. I got these in 16 ounces, Velcro closure. Heavy Hitter currently just makes these gloves only in Velcro. I'm sure they'll eventually down the line make a lace-up version of this glove. You can get these anywhere between 8 to 16 ounces. I believe they come in about 5 different color schemes right now. Each color scheme actually has their own individual name. I believe this one is Meteo, or pronounced maybe Meteo, for this blue and orange color scheme. But it's a really cool looking glove, and Heavy Hitters is a fairly new company based out of Seoul, Korea. So they're one of the very few companies that I've dealt with that are actually from Korea that has come out with their own boxing gear line. So let's go over the 5 things. First is going to be the glove design. As you can see right off the bat, it's a pretty attractive looking glove. It has a medium to short profile. The cuff isn't very long. The glove isn't too wide, so I'd say this glove would probably err more on the side of a compact style glove. If it were to remind me of any other glove that I've tried or owned, these really remind me of the Tidal foam channel technology that I love. Those gloves are probably some of my favorite, the most underrated gloves I've probably ever owned, but fit, profile, and actual cut of the glove kind of reminds me of those Tidal foam channel technology gloves. So if you have those gloves, this is definitely really close to that. But you can see the first thing you probably notice is it has this leather star that's been cut out and then stitched onto the back of the Velcro strap. Just kind of an extra design that they added to their gloves. It's kind of cool looking. It just depends on your taste, but you can see that it's stitched on there. The only issue I might see with this star being stitched on here is if you are sparring with this and you punch somebody at a wrong angle, or your wrist kind of goes across their face, I can see that possibly cutting or scraping them open. So if you want, make sure you just tape that over, because if you do that with your hand on the back of the wrist, you can definitely feel if you were to hit that, it could definitely cause a scratch or scrape or cut if you hit at the right angle. On the back of the glove, you do have the Heavy Hitters logo that's screen printed on, just a standard oval logo on the back of the glove. You can see it does have a solid color back of the hand, solid color thumb, so no split thumb there. Rotating towards the inside of the glove, you can see that it has a split palm with the navy blue and orange with the silver inside thumb. And then another cool feature is the stitched on #1 hitter. So it has that stitched on onto the grip bar right there. So just a little details they added to kind of give it its own individualized look. Double stitching throughout. This is a full leather, full grain constructed glove, nothing synthetic here. And then on the 3.5-inch Velcro strap, you have the model, which is H/H Deluxe gear, just kind of the notation. And then you have a pretty nice robust leather Velcro strap that goes all the way around. You can actually see the stitching of the star on the inside of the Velcro there. The inside liner is more of a polyester satin liner. It doesn't have that much, that doesn't really have that nylon feel to it. It has more of that soft, almost like cotton feel to it, if I were to describe it. But I definitely like that liner on this glove because it gives the inside feel of the glove a much more plush feel. So design-wise, I like it a lot. I think it looks really good. It does have, again, a semi-compact look to it. So it's not a very big glove. The cuff isn't super long, which I definitely love because you feel like you have a little bit more flexibility with the gloves on your hand. The width of it isn't too wide either. Me having medium-sized hands, I feel that these gloves fit me well. So design-wise, a really cool looking glove. The other colors that they offer, I believe they have like a Mexican color scheme, like a white, green, and red. They also have an all black, a blue, red, and white, kind of an American or United States color scheme. So they have definitely some pretty cool color schemes, and I believe you can also get customs if you were to reach out to them. Now, quality-wise, these gloves are really nice. They do use full leather construction. As you can see here, you know, I didn't really see any flaws in regards to the stitching. Everything looks really nice, all the double stitching throughout. They use the same grade of leather throughout the entire glove, so you don't feel like parts of the glove have a higher end leather and then they kind of skimp out and you use the palm, something a little bit cheaper. Throughout the entire glove, they use definitely nice leather throughout. You can see the double stitching looks really good. One thing I noticed is, you know, you can see that the lining, or kind of say the actual evenness of the line of the stitching. Obviously, this is more of an aesthetic thing if you're just really being nitpicky about it. But you can see that it's, you know, could probably be a little bit straighter. You see here with this line as well, with the stitching right there. Again, just more of an aesthetic thing. You can see that the seam on the side right here is kind of pulling a little bit on the seam on the edge of the glove. Again, more of an aesthetic, but this is going to be the area of stress typically on the edges of the glove that you get overusing these through time. You can see that the finger compartment looks really good. The foam is nicely bonded to the inside of the leather. You have that leather attached thumb. You know, the leather looks really good. The piping on the inside of the thumb looks really nice as well. Right there, trying to kind of show you guys the thumb. The back of the glove looks really good as well. Piping around the leather strap looks nice. The hinge point where the back of the wrist connects to the glove looks really good. The balance of the glove is really nice, so I feel that the weight is distributed really nicely throughout the glove. It doesn't feel too top heavy, so that's one big feature I love in boxing gloves, is gloves that know how to distribute the weight properly, so you don't feel that there's too much weight on the front of the glove or towards the back. And the screen printed logo looks pretty simple, pretty basic, nothing too crazy. You can see that the knuckle looks really good. I've used this for a couple weeks now, and all the leather looks really good on the front right there. You know, nothing cracking, no bumps on the foam. So it looks all real nice. The leather is a nice high quality, or should I say the Velcro is a nice quality Velcro strap. One thing I noticed about this Velcro strap, it has a tendency to want to roll, and I'm not too sure why. I think it's just the way, it's almost like the leather itself is causing the actual strap to kind of roll around. Obviously, that's just something I noticed. It doesn't affect anything other than it rolling over, but instead of it just coming out straight flat and staying that way, this one wants to roll over. So overall, really nice quality glove, full leather construction. Now, actual comfort of the glove is probably the best feature of this glove. When you put your hand in here, right off the bat, feels fantastic on the inside. Really nice and plush is the way I would describe the glove. My thumb is in a really nice natural position. Using this glove, I didn't have any issues with pressure points on my hand. No issues with this thumb piping right here, really pinching down on my thumb. I think that's probably one of the most common things or should I say common problems I have with some gloves, is that using the gloves over a period of time. Initially, when you put your gloves on, you might not feel it, but 12 rounds on the heavy bag later, that's when you start noticing the little nuances of the glove that start to bother you. With these gloves, I didn't find anything like that. But the inside of the glove feels really nice. The width of the hand compartment's good. You can see the cuff isn't too crazy long. The width of the glove is not huge, so it's nice and compact. The fingertip really feels really good. The hand compartment, not too wide, not too narrow. I can open and close my hand. There is a little bit of a break-in period, nothing too crazy, but there is a little bit of a break-in period. But you can see I can open and close my hand pretty fairly easily with that. And the grip bar is really nice here, and you also have the stitching that has a nice piece of, I guess, felt, if you want to call it, or a little bit extra cloth that they use over the fingertips to give you a little bit more luxury and a little bit more comfort. So when you make a fist, it's really optimal, and your hand is in a nice position. Now, performance-wise, this uses a multi-layer memory-style foam. This glove itself, I would say that errs on more of the side of a protective glove rather than a puncher's glove. One improvement I would have loved to see is I felt that with the heavy bag work I was using with these gloves, is that I didn't really get the pop that I like to feel typically out of a heavy bag. I felt that this was a little bit more thudding. It does a great job of absorbing the impact and dispersing the impact, but because of the memory foam and the multi-layer foams in here, just the actual composition of it, when you hit the heavy bag, obviously you know you're making contact with it, but you just don't get the same pop as you do with some of the other gloves you might have. Even like the Winnings or Reyes, some of those, the rival Guerreros, I felt that when I hit the heavy bag, man, you can really feel that power transfer with these. These are definitely more on the protective side. So again, if you have some knuckle or hand injuries or something that you just need more protection to absorb shock, then these gloves are definitely more on that level rather than a puncher style glove or more of a feedback style glove. But they perform really well. I didn't find any discomfort with these. My hand feels really good. The wrist support feels really nice. You can feel, it feels like they use almost like an EVA foam on the wrist right here. About, I'd say, a 1/4 inch of EVA all along the wrist up until right here. On this side right here, you can see the EVA kind of goes all the way up to right about where this stitch is at. So you can kind of see that outline of that foam piece that they put in here, which is pretty rigid. So when you lock this in, you feel that it's nice and supported. You don't feel like it's too tight, but it's not loose, so your hand doesn't just roll around inside there. So a nice job with the wrist support as well. So overall, glove performs really nice. It's really protective as far as striking goes. So if you're looking for a protective glove, this would definitely be for you. Now, cost-wise, these gloves are about $132. That price range that you're looking kind of like at the Sabas Pro Series in the 120s. I'd say anywhere between the 120s and 150s. That's where you're kind of finding more of the boutique brands like Heavy Hitter, Sabas Pro Series. Which I'd say the price could probably come down a little bit lower than what they're asking. Only reason I say that is because there's a lot of gloves in and around $100 that have similar features and quality as this glove, but just a little bit cheaper. Not to say that this glove isn't a great glove, but if you're comparing it to others in a similar price range, I think the price is a little bit on the higher side, not by much. But if you are looking for a glove that you want more of an individual look to it, all full leather construction, and you want it to be very protective, then this would definitely be the glove for you. If you're somebody who wants to just wail on a bag and not feel anything as far as shock, and something that really absorbs the shock, then these definitely would be the gloves for you. If you guys have any questions or comments, make sure you guys leave them down below in the comments box. I'll make sure to leave the link in the description box where you can find these Heavy Hitters gloves. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.